Good morning. Saturday morning, and no shocker here, no sunshine, and it's actually starting to snow a little bit. So we've had snow and rain the last 3 days and cold temperatures. Fortunately, it hasn't been sticking, so it's basically been melting shortly after it hits the ground, or as soon as it hits the ground. And that'll be really good because it's going to even things out for us. Some of our fields that we had worked last fall, we're getting kind of dry on the knolls, freeze dried and stuff like that. So this is a blessing. It's only a blessing now if it straightens up right away, because we don't want to be pushed too late into May. And this is just going to be a quick video on seeding days, basically, of the crops we grow and why we don't want to get pushed into May. Before I get into that, though, Stan and I, we're doing our live stream tonight over on the Smoke and Oak channel. So tune into that. It's going to be a good time. Put on a tie, feel good about yourself, grab a drink, grab a cigar. It's going to be a good discussion. We're going to be talking about stacking enterprises, the different things you can do above and beyond your day-to-day job, or your day-to-day job on your hobby farm or your farm or whatever it is you're doing. If it makes sense for you, the different things you can do. Do you have the time? Things like that. Going to be a really good time, so go over and check that out. That'll be 8 o'clock tonight on the channel Smoke and Oak. We would really love you to go over there, subscribe to that channel. We're going to be working around in that a little bit. We don't have enough people on there to go live the proper way on YouTube, so we've got some back channels and stuff like that. So if you can subscribe, that'll help us out a lot, make things a little simpler for us. Now back to seeding days. May 15th, that's kind of a date on our farm. It's kind of a soft, hard date, I guess. We want to have the wheat in by the 15th of May. Wheat is about a 110-day crop, and canola is a 110, 120-day crop. So we want to get the wheat in first, though, before the canola, because often our ground conditions aren't right for seeding canola. They want a higher temperature, and they don't really want the ground to be too wet, because if you work it and seed it wet and then the sun comes out, it'll actually bake off and get hard like cement, and then the canola can't go through there where the wheat can a little bit. That's why we seed the wheat first. We seed our wheat somewhere actually now around 3 bushels to the acre. I got to plug it into my calculator here, my seeding rate calculator, and find out what I want. It won't be that high. It won't be 180 pounds per acre. It's going to be under that. I already did that once. That's just based on 1,000 kernel weight and germination rate, seed mortality rate, and then and drill spacing. So we bought a drill. It's a 12-inch spacing precision drill. We tried to upgrade a little bit with technology. There's a lot coming at farmers right now with seeding rates, different seeding types, treatments, seeding tools, all sorts of things. Do you want to stay in the past and do things like they did 100 years ago? No. But do you want to rush right into the future and spend all this big money on new technology? Probably not either. So we're somewhere in the middle. We try to keep up with the new technology, the new research, the new stuff like that. But a lot of it is so unaffordable that you have to do what makes sense to you. So anyways, back to seeding. We plan to seed that first. We do not like seeding wheat after the 15th of May. It only takes us about 2 days, 2.5, 3 days, somewhere in there, depending on how it goes, to seed all the wheat we're going to seed. With my drill, I can get about 250, 300 acres a day on a good day. We usually only seed about 600 acres of wheat. After the wheat is in, we're going to switch over and we're going to seed canola if the ground conditions allow for that. So basically between the 10th and the 15th, we should have all of the wheat and the canola in. Then we switch over to the barley. The barley, we've upped the seeding rate. Canola, we seed per the bag. So it tells you on the bag how much to seed for plant population and stuff like that. And it's not exactly the same from seed to seed to seed, from year to year to year, but they do that and they write it on the bag for $700 or whatever dollars a bag. I'm sure they can do that research for you. Once we switch over to the barley and the oats, those we've also upped the seeding rate, and those are basically 95, 100, 105 day crops. So from the 15th to whatever, till we're done seeding. Usually seeding on our farm, even though we can seed up to 300 acres a day, takes us about 20 days. I don't even know why. I was just looking back through the books, and that's what it takes. It takes over 2 weeks, under 3 weeks, somewhere in there. And that, I guess, is from moving field to field, recalibrating drills, things like that. And I guess that's how that goes. The last crop we seed is our peas. That's pea inoculant over there. That's why I pointed there. Peas are a 85, 90-day crop, and they can take basically the most at planting time, so you can seed them into wet, cold ground. Lots of guys seed their peas first so they can combine them early in August. We swath our peas anyways, so that's not the biggest issue for us. We'll seed them and we'll swath them when they're very green. Do we lose yield? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We've had some really, really good crops. We've had some really, really big wrecks as well. It seems the wrecks that we've had, it wouldn't have mattered when we seeded them or when we swathed them, because the wrecks happened basically in the end of June throughout July, because it got too wet or too hot, either or, whatever year it was that we had the wreck. So that's a quick video on seeding times. I'm going to get out there now. I'm going to make some bags, and there won't be much more to film. I'm here alone here today. Everybody took off to town. There's some craft shows and small animal sale and stuff like that. So everybody got out of here because it's raining and snowing as it is. No fun to hang around. So hopefully we see you tonight, 8 o'clock on our new channel, Smoke and Oak. There's links on both my page and Stan's page, The Gentleman Farmer. So please check it out. Hope to see you there tonight.